motive yet?
We know what the motive is, but no, I can't speak of it now.
The source that led you to the encampment received some information. Can you speak to that?
It came in as originally as a missing persons investigation.
So the missing persons call led you to the encampment?
Correct.
Okay. How about the Huntsville connection?
The Huntsville connection came through information that we received through additional statements and witnesses.
Okay. Anything found there that you can speak to?
There was human remains found in both Huntsville and in Barrie at the encampment.
So both victims were essentially two different locations, I guess.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Has the accused appeared in court yet?
I'm sorry?
Has the accused appeared in court yet?
Just for a bail hearing, yes.
You mentioned that they knew each other. Can you tell us about the relationship and what you know about how long it lasted and what it consisted of?
All I can say at this time is I knew they were acquaintances, and they all lived together at one point in the encampment.
Can you share any further information about the accused, including his background, criminal record, that sort of thing?
No, I can't provide anything for the accused.
Are you able to speak on other transient and vulnerable people in the community, and is there any reassurances you can give them?
We do recognize when an incident like this takes place, it is shocking to the community, the entire community, but in particular those vulnerable populations. Again, as we stated, this is an isolated and a very isolated occurrence, and again, at this time there are no other suspects, so the reassurance is the police are out there all the time, and we exist for public safety purposes. So I do want to make sure that we're focusing that there are 2 lives lost here, and that is the purpose of this. We are to speak to that complex investigation.
So the arrest happened on August 2nd. Additional charges were laid August 14th. Why the update today? What's been the delay in getting this information out now?
This is a large investigation over a large portion of area that we've had to search. So there's a lot of time in between that. So that is the reason that we're here today.
And what internally, like what have you found that you ruled out? Like what's leading you to say you have no other victims right now? Because we've seen some other investigations where, we've heard similar statements before, and then it turns out there's additional out there. What is leading you to believe that there are no other victims?
I can't comment on that right now.
Has the accused been targeted?
I can't comment on the accused.
What are the causes of death?
I can't talk about the cause of
Was
death.
this individual supplying drugs to this community?
I have no information about that that I know, but that's all I can say on that.
Did they die of overdoses, or was there another means, perhaps a gunshot?
I cannot talk about that.
What's the relation of the North Simcoe residents to the investigation?
The North Simcoe, we executed a search warrant there, and that's all I can say on that.
Can you say what the location is, whether it's a home property or business or anything?
It's a property.
What was the arrest like? Can you speak to how the arrest happened?
I can't speak about the arrest on the accused.
Was he fleeing? Did you know he was wanted? Did he flee?
Yes, at the time. I think there's already information in the news about that, and he was arrested with the assistance of the OPP.
How extensive was the dismemberment?
I can't speak on the dismemberment.
Bail was denied.
Bail was denied.
You mentioned that they lived together at some point. When was that?
Over the past 2 or 3 years, where people have been occupying the encampment at 60 Ann Street.
Did the accused have a criminal record?
Yes, he was known to police.
Extensive? Long?
Violent, yes.
Can you be more specific?
No.
Is he involved in tow trucking at all? I know there's some family ties there with his father.
I have no information about any tow trucking.
What led to the arrest shortly after Kyle was disappearing?
I'm sorry, say that again?
What led to the arrest as far as a short time after Kyle's
I can't speak about the arrest.
What did the suspect do for a living?
I'm sorry?
What did the suspect do for a living? Like, did he have a job? Did he have a...
As far as I know, he was not, he had no employment.
There are no further questions? Any?
I wanted to, you've got one first-degree murder charge and one second-degree murder charge. What's the difference in between the cases that have led you to
Well, I can speak about what the difference is, but not with regards to this case. Murder one, there's motive, right? There's planning.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can address this, but perhaps you can talk about police response to this encampment. I mean, I understand it's been a long-standing encampment here, but can somebody summarize like how often police are there and like especially in the lead up to this?
So as you can appreciate, the purpose of this, and we're here for the investigation and the ongoing investigation. The encampment itself, that has, that falls within City of Barrie property, and those encampments, again, with the case law that exists, the why they exist, that's beyond our purview. Our attendants there are on request when we are receiving calls.
Are there any further questions?
Who's leading this investigation? I understand that Inspector Valerie Gates is here today, the head of investigative services. Is this of any concern to Barrie Police Service, considering what just occurred last month with regard to resolution of the Police Services Act charges?
I can't comment on that.
Chief Johnston?
As you can appreciate, two sons won't be coming home today, and they won't be coming home, and that is a loss to families, and that is our purpose here today.
Can you speak to when the deaths happened?
I can't talk on the exact dates, January and the end of July.
Would you say you caught a serial killer?
I believe serial killers, as defined, are 3 and above, so my answer would be no.
A budding serial killer?
No comment.
Why are you so confident that there aren't more kids killed too? Why wouldn't you feel sure?
I can't comment on that.
Forgive my ignorance, was this the second-degree murder charge of the first victim?
I can't comment on the charges.
It
Sorry.
should be listed, I just don't have it right here. I'm just trying to build a picture, because if the first is a crime of passion and then the second is a intent, that tells me a story, but
Yeah.
if it's the other way around, it's a different story.
I can't comment on the charges before the courts.
Can you describe the circumstances of the alleged fleeing from?
I wasn't there, so no. So I can't comment on
What
that.
was in the report that you would have read about it?
That he fled from the police, and the OPP arrested him
In a vehicle or
in a vehicle, yes.
at a traffic stop?
In the town of Midland, and that's all I can say on that.
Are there any further questions?
Were there any weapons found in that vehicle?
I can't comment on the weapons, sorry.
Is there anything you can tell us? You haven't told us yet?
No, I don't believe so. This has been great, though. Thank you.
To families of missing people who have, for example, Autumn Shaganash, individuals who have not been seen by their loved ones in a year or two, we must have at least 50 to 100 in all of Simcoe County and Muskoka. Is it possible they are out there somewhere and have been victimized in this scenario?
I can't comment on that. I can comment on Autumn, and there's no connection with Autumn Shaganash's case and this investigation.
All right, I'll open up for one last question if anybody has something that hasn't had a chance to ask yet.
I mean, I guess across the country there are examples of killers who've gone undetected or uncaught, usually because they pick vulnerable victims, and a lot of them are homeless people. And so Robert Hickson would be one example that comes to mind. Can you compare what you're dealing with here with something like that, compare and contrast, and maybe talk about how seriously the Barrie Police takes its obligation to protect people who are homeless?
We obviously take things very seriously. As for your other part of the question, that's something that we'll find out during the trial process.